converting their applications, or what used to be voucher-based applications, onto the prepaid cards. So why this growth? Why are we seeing such an increased interest in the public sector, especially prepaid applications? My reasoning is that from the government standpoint, the key reasons are, of course, the reduction in cost. So if you look at some of the numbers here in the US, the federal government saves about 89-90 cents per check. And if you go to some state government programs, it can save you about $2 or $3 per check that's distributed. And convert that to a prepaid card, the savings are roughly about, give or take, 80 cents to about $2. Of course, it's helping minimize fraud, waste and abuse, which also, the flip side of the coin is actually it's improving operational efficiencies for the government. The time it takes to clear a voucher is significantly reduced, as you'll see in some of the later slides. Simplification of benefits payments. And lastly, the point that I find the most interesting is the governments are in the business of providing a public good, and public assistance is one of those key aspects. And they, in my conversations with a lot of these governments, doesn't matter if you're in the US or outside the US, they want to provide a valuable payment solution to the end recipient. And that's why they think prepaid is the right solution for that kind of payment. From a cardholder perspective, which is the flip side of the coin, a prepaid application provides convenience, fast access. Everybody knows that. I mean, if you receive a check today, GB did some focus groups last year, and one of the things that came out quite loud and clear was that folks actually, when they got their check, if they got their check on time, they didn't feel safe about it, going to the check cashing, so they actually had to wait a few days before, they thought that they were safe to go out and cash it. And when you actually go out there and cash it, it's actually costing you a lot of money compared to the government programs, which are basically free. It provides you a lot more transparent way to control your budget. And again, the last point is, to me, the most interesting. It's a psychological factor. In the space that I work in, you are dealing with a lot of folks that are unbanked or underbanked. And there's a lot of stigma associated with entitlement payments. If you give them a branded card, looks just like any other card, it has provided them with a great tool, and also helped them with financial